One of the most impactful and iconic aspects of Victory of the Daleks is the moment where Churchill reveals to the Doctor that he intends on using the Daleks to win World War II, punctuating this with the reveal of a pre-made propaganda poster featuring the Dalek Ironside firing its weapon emblazoned with the words "To Victory." But this got me thinking, nobody in New Who ever really talked about Dalek propaganda, but it must be a thing, surely? We know that Dalek propaganda exists in-universe, as in Death to the Daleks, Captain Railton mentions it after learning that the Exelon power drain has rendered Dalek weapons useless, telling them to spare us the propaganda when the Daleks assert that as the superior species of the universe they will inevitably find a way to adapt to the power loss. This would seem to indicate that part of the Dalek war machine is the creation and distribution of propaganda designed to tout Dalek supremacy and demoralise their enemies. And when you think about it, this makes perfect sense. Despite what they claim, Daleks are not unstoppable. The Doctor has proven that by defeating them time and time again. However, the Daleks are extremely powerful, and their ruthless attacks on human colonies and convoys gave them a fearsome reputation during the Dalek Wars. Indeed, some humans would falter and flee at the mere mention of the Daleks, and the demoralisation of the human population was considered a key priority of the Daleks during their many campaigns and occupations in human space. As masters of war, Daleks would of course understand the need for sowing fear, doubt and paranoia in the ranks of their enemies, and propaganda that used the many Dalek victories against the species of the universe to prop up the idea that they were supreme and unstoppable played a big part in demoralising their enemies, allowing for easier victories. In many ways, spreading dissent among a population in advance of an invasion is perhaps as important to the Daleks as spreading plagues to soften up enemy defences, as a robust system of propaganda is not only more subtle than a plague, if applied correctly it can be even more insidious and devastating to a population. While it is unknown exactly how Dalek propaganda is disseminated through a population, it is not hard to guess as to how it is done. Dalek duplicates, designed to infiltrate planets, will be ideal for spreading fear, dissolving alliances, and secretly touting Dalek supremacy. And Daleks have also been known to identify and exploit those in a population willing to sell their society out for a quick profit, such as mercenaries or corrupt politicians, who they can use to further their own ends. Ultimately, the goal of Dalek psychological warfare is to project the idea that they are the supreme beings of the universe, that their war machine is unstoppable, and that it is the destiny of every race in the universe to succumb to their might. However, the actions of individuals like the Doctor prove that these assertions are false, that the Daleks can be defeated, and that they are not the supreme beings. Nonetheless, the Dalek propaganda machine remains an important part of their war effort, and continue to spread their insidious lies to convince the scared population of the galaxy that they are an invincible inevitability, and not the frightened, frail creatures that they truly are, hiding inside their armoured shells from the unlike that they fear and resent. What do you think? Do you think that the Daleks make conscious use of propaganda? What forms of Dalek propaganda from the various Dalek stories of Doctor Who can you think of? Let me know in the comments below.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to
Dalek Bumps.